Come on. Come on, Colin.
Oh my God.
What's happening, guys? So this session was from Friday. It was kind of the last workout from my little transition period into my new block. And as you could probably tell from the intro, the weight was feeling very, very light. I felt absolutely amazing and I was smoking absolutely everything. And this here is just a warm-up weight of 425 before I go into 465 for 3 singles. And I just could not believe how easy it felt when I did that first single. Now, granted, it's not anything that I thought was going to be like close to a 1 rep max attempt and a super massive grind or anything, but I didn't expect it to be that easy. It just felt unbelievably light. So that's really good heading into this next block. And one of the things we're going to be doing to change things up now, which is something I haven't done before, which I'm kind of interested and kind of excited to be trying, is doing a little conservative maxing to set my numbers for my last training day. So as I get to my singles on Fridays or Saturdays, depending on how the week goes, what I do for a conservative max will dictate how much I will do for my last singles for that actual training session. And as you can see here, I unracked my second rep and it just didn't feel right. It felt like it was a tiny bit heavier on one side. It's amazing how you can tell that it's 5 pounds off, because I went and checked and there was a 10 on that side instead of a 5, and it just felt a little bit heavier. It's only 5 pounds, but you can always tell when you unrack it, and just something didn't feel right. So I'm glad I re-racked and checked instead of trying to go through it. Got it fixed. Just took about 45 seconds to gather myself and went back through and got the rep no problem. But as I was talking about with the conservative maxing, the goal here isn't to try to do as much weight as humanly possible and then pick your numbers. The goal is to do somewhere between like a 9 and a 9.5 RPE. And if you guys don't know what an RPE is, it stands for rate of perceived exertion. And I just thought of that now. I should do a video about RPE because it's kind of something that's talked about quite frequently, but not everybody knows what it is. So that'd be a good topic for a different video. So I'm going to make a note of that and I'll talk about that in the future. But basically what that means is a weight that I could do 1 more rep or maybe like just a little bit more weight on, and not actual maximum effort. And since I don't have a lot of experience actually putting this into my training, I know plenty about it. I've read about it, I've heard about it, I've talked about it with other people, but I've never actually implemented it into my training. So I got to be cautious, and that was one of the things that my coach said. He said, make sure you don't do too much weight with your conservative maxing, because if you do, as the weeks progress and you go forward, it's going to be really hard to continue to progress. So I gotta be a little cautious, and I got that 500-pound squat, sitting there staring me in the face. But based on that 465 you guys saw, 500 may very easily be a conservative 1 rep max. So we might be seeing that here pretty soon. So after squats, I went into bench and I was doing singles at 290, and these were feeling really good as well. I'm really liking my new setup, and I'm getting in a better position, staying tighter, so it's feeling really good. And these were moving pretty well. I was very happy with how fast they were moving and how good they felt. So bench is starting to make a little bit of progress, and I'm starting to feel better with that movement as well. I'm liking using the belt too. That was something my coach recommended that I do. So put that in and I liked it. And then I went on 2 deadlifts and I was doing 455 pounds for singles, and these moved pretty darn well. I was happy with them. The second rep, I had a little bit too narrow of a stance for me and it didn't feel as good, but the first and third reps felt really, really good, and it felt like they just moved smoother than usual. The timing of locking my knees and my hips at the same time probably looks better than it ever has that I can ever remember. So hopefully I'm making some progress here and getting that weight on the outside of my feet and my heels, and I can get this stupid lift moving a little bit, but felt pretty good. But anyway, nothing big for this video. Just wanted to give you a quick update of how things went last week and where I'm going to be progressing and how my training is going to progress moving forward. So look forward to that, and I will see you guys in the next video.